First off, I want to thank God for being able to even make this video, for my overall existence, my internal existence. I am so thankful. It's now 1:10 a.m. in the morning, and I had a little bit of a seesaw effect of if I'm going to vent, spill the beans, come to a conclusion and a closure here on the video, as well as how I feel within my brain and in my heart. Or am I just going to let the chips fall where they may and let nature play its course and, do an entry once I sleep on it in the morning and speak there, which I still will be doing regardless. So I think there's no harm in making this video and getting that more clarity and perspective of where I am right now in my life. I've found comfort in speaking my truth, speaking my mind, whether that be to the person directly or to myself through these videos or to any other viewers, anybody who this video should reach through vision and through ears. I don't know if we're going through the same thing mentally or somebody has or will. Hopefully this video should resonate and find them well. So I decided to go ahead with it. Here I am. I need to give you a little bit of a backdrop of the story before I continue moving forward in the present moment and where I feel like I should be heading. Basically, long story short, I have been dealing with a very toxic, I'm just going to leave it at toxic for now. I could go on and on and on and on with the name calling of who I see this person to be. But when it's all said and done, for the last 2 years, nearly 2 years, I have been dealing with somebody who is full of words, false hopes, false dreams. He likes to speak and likes to manipulate and control my brain with what he feels he should say to keep me around and what he knows is like music to my ears to hear. He likes to, misguide me with his words, mislead me with his words. He is deceitful. He is a liar. He is an opportunist. He is a manipulative, attention-seeking whore. And you know what? He is immature emotionally, and he has a lot of growing to do. He has a lot of healing, most important, to do. And you know what? When somebody has that much healing to endure, regardless of how long of a progress they have made thus far, I don't want to be tangled up in the knots and the twists and the ties of that healing process. Because if I allow myself to continue to be tied in this type of toxic energy with this person, I am allowing myself to be bruised, to be treated unfairly, to be neglected, to be rejected, to be in confusion, to be concerned, to be on an emotional roller coaster, so to speak, to feel like 1 second we are making progress, to feel like the next second I don't mean shit to this person. I could go on, but the truth of the matter is regardless of the love, like the great Tina Turner would say, what the fuck does love have to do with it at this point? And yeah, she didn't say what the fuck. I added the fuck. The fuck is the emphasis on what the fuck does it have to do with it when you're dealing with this bullshit. Love is besides the point. Unconditional love is besides the point. What you would hope for in the ideal world is besides the point. The energy that you have invested in thus far is besides the motherfucking point. Now you gotta stop, take a few take a few steps back, reflect, analyze, calculate, and say, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, I love this person, but right now, where I am at mentally, physically, emotionally, And damn well spiritually, thank you, my Lord, I'm all about value. And if I feel under any circumstances that anybody in my life, whether this is a soulmate, whether he is a twin flame, whether this person is completely compatible with me, whether it is a family member, whether it is acquaintance, whether it is a colleague or a co-worker at your workplace with malicious, ulterior motive, negative frequencies type of bullshit, I will have no parts. Because where I am in my life right now, the way my life is set up, I don't have time to invest in negativity, to invest in low frequency, and to invest in bullshit, and to invest in manipulation, in control, in lack of guidance, deceit, betrayal, jealousy, issues, any type of fucking issues. I don't have any space for that in my life right now. Because guess what? Although I am very passionate with what I'm speaking right now and how I sound, I am in a very great space and spirit in my life right now. And I want to keep it that way. And in order to keep it this way, I am going to have to cut ties with this particular individual because he no longer serves purpose, and love is besides the point at this point. If I was blaming it on love, if I was basing it on love, then I would be with this person till eternity. But God forbid. Thank God I am not basing it on love, because love is not getting me anywhere with this individual. There is no significant progress with this individual based on love. Because what I've been receiving from this love that I have is crumbs from this motherfucker, regardless of his intent. Intention and love and time invested is besides the point at this point. Excuse my Gemini hands that just loves to move, because I have Gemini moon, Mercury in Gemini house, Gemini Mars. There's a lot of Gemini in my motherfucking chart. And I'm just feeling some type of way. This realization really hit me just today. So it's not like I've taken any time to sit back, reflect, and, communicate it in a more delicate and damsel type of calm and collective way. I am very much on the surface of my conclusion right now. So I'm very hot and bothered. Not even bothered. I'm very hot and anxious and excited to push through my decision. And under no circumstances will I go against or backtrack on what I feel I need to do moving forward. I'm no longer putting this person before me, okay? The people make a lot of mistakes. Where people fuck up, one of the main reasons people fuck up in love that they claim that they're in, is by putting that individual that they claim that they're into before them. They consider showing that they love this person so much is showing that person that they're worthy of their time. They're worthy of their affection. They're worthy of a title. That's basically what you're trying to convince this person by being at their beck and call, by taking their crumbs, taking their inconsiderate lack of action and lack of understanding and consideration and balance. This so-called relationship and bond/duo that I have formed with this individual will be no longer. And that's on God. It will be no longer. I am stepping back. I am taking myself completely out of the situation and allowing myself to live my life in one piece and the way that I want to live it. And I'm living my life the way that I feel I'm deserving to live it. And anybody who is in contact with my personal path will treat me as such, will treat me like the empress that I believe that I am, will treat me like the fucking Queen of Wands that I believe that I am. Nothing more, nothing less. I am no longer bending backwards or bending forward or going against my better judgment and turning the blind eye to please you and make you feel worthy and your little insecure little shit lack of communication, horrible communication, son of a motherfucking gun. I don't have time for the bullshit, and I don't have time for the runarounds, and I don't have time to explain the motherfucking obvious that I want no parts. And it doesn't matter how much I've said it. that I don't want any parts, this time I mean it. And this time I am putting my conclusion above all, above the unconditional love, above what I thought would be ideal, what could have been, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I'm putting that to rest and putting all of my focus, if I already wasn't as it is, into my craft, into my career, into my short-term goals that lead to my long-term goals. Where's my fucking words today? But you get my drift, you feel the passion, and you know what's up. And I don't know whose ears this video should reach or who it needs to reach, but this is where I am in my life, and I have no shame about it because I am so happy, because any single scenario or direction I lead is always redirecting me to that inner light, to that light that shines, to God, to the divine, to the bigger picture. So if I have to drop people along the way, make a different go a different route, then so be. Then I had planned to go, then so be it. Because that right there still gives me a peace of mind, and that is the main objective, a peace of mind, to grow, to evolve, and to be one with myself. Okay? With this particular individual, he can't even do, I am not somebody who acts as much of nothing. And I really don't know if that is because I feel like I haven't been deserving of such love, or I haven't been practicing such love, that I'm so used to giving so much and getting little in return, to the point where I don't expect much of nothing from you. And I don't know if that's just me being humble, if that's me being insecure. I don't know what the fuck it is, but this man has got into the habit of knowing that I don't ask for much, so he treats me as such. He treats me as such to the worst of ability that somebody can. And this is the same person that claims they love me. And they don't even care to know how my day went. They don't even care to know if I ate since the morning to the fucking night. Or don't even take their time out of their busy, tiresome day to acknowledge my so-called existence that they value so much. I don't ask for much, yet the bare minimum that I do ask for, he can't even do that. He can't even do that. All I ask is a simple scenario. Hey, buddy, you know what? I'm going to work this way and you're going to work later. All right, well, make sure you give me a shout and let me know, at some point this day, and let me know how your day's going, or let me know you're good from our parting. And you can't even do that. That's pulling teeth for you. That's an arm and a leg for you. That's rocket science for you, to do something as far as check in. And not check in once and twice. I'm not telling you to check in the morning and the afternoon, and also in the evening and the night before you go to bed, and I'll be solid. I don't do much of nothing. I don't complain much of nothing, and you can't even do the little crumbs that I am asking you to do, that I will settle with because of this love I have for you. But right now, fuck love. And that's not on no animosity, no revengeful or grudgeful or cynical type of vibe. That's just the harsh reality right now in my scenario. Love is not getting me nowhere. And I don't call this love. I call this unrequited love. I call it a convenient love for that motherfucker over there. I call it an attention-seeking type of love for that motherfucker over there. My inner light, or any type of attention I give him, gives him life, boosts his ego. I'm not here for that. And I'm also not here for no superficial shit. And I'm not here for the regular degular that he obviously was encountered with his previous or past relationships. That was only built on no real solid foundation that I was trying to build with this guy, that I was trying to grow with this guy, that I was trying to grant this guy as one, as a union, as a duo. It is not built on a solid foundation over there in his previous relationships and whatever he's dealing with now. It's built on Legos. It's built on bullshit that could crumble within a blink of an eye. And he rather keep trying to build up those Legos that he knows is going to be wobbly, or when you're trying to, align all the dominoes when you're just playing around and you're not playing the actual game, and then all the dominoes go in a line effect, he rather continue playing with something weak like that that's eventually no word of a doubt is going to crumble regardless of how long you set it up. He rather build and grow and keep investing in Lego, an illusion foundation, than to easily and openly accept God's gift to him to be with somebody with a good heart, with good intentions, that's goal oriented, that has their head on their shoulders, that knows where they're heading and knows who they want around them and wants to help you along the way even though you haven't did much for them physically. All you did for them is show them that regardless of love, sometimes it's not enough. All you did right now as an overall sense is teach them how to detach from what no longer serves them. See what's wrong from right. Come to the conclusion that sometimes you could be motherfucking sleeping with the devil and don't even know it. That's the only thing this motherfucker is showing me, has been showing me in a broad sense. Forget the love. Forget the little crumbs that I got. I'm sorry, I have to make sure this is charged. So yeah, if I was supposed to learn to name this entry anything, it would be moving on to better things. It would be acknowledging my self-worth. It would be acknowledging my self-power, staying in my power, living in my power, valuing my self-love and putting that above everything and not you above my self-love. Hell no. You ain't worth the motherfucking time. I will not waste not a second more of bullshit. I made up my mind. I have my own way of how I'm going to go about this, and that's going to work for me. I have a vacation to Dubai in a couple days to go to, and I'm going to sink in all of the beautiful sun, all of the people, the whole healthy environment, and see where that leads me. I'm going to have the best time of my life, capture the moment of people, places, and things, connect, reconnect, and keep it pushing harder than I did before I even left. I am no longer going to invest a drop of my time between now and my birthday and moving forward with this guy. There's nothing he could say, there's nothing he could do to switch my state of mind and the conclusion to what I feel deep down in my heart. I need to detach myself from this individual. He could not do the bare minimum. There is no balance. There's no give and take in this. All he does is take, while I give. And you know what? I'm going to take part responsibility because people could only treat you the way that you allow them to treat you. And it may sound cliche, but it is what the motherfucking is. And it's the truth. And the truth of the matter is that I allowed this man to feel that he could treat me lesser than. I allowed this guy to make me feel in any shape or form or question my capabilities. I allowed this guy to make me be responsible for this relationship and invest in it while he runs around in a circle trying to act like he's taller than he is, bigger than he is, confident than he is, more assured of himself than he is, when really he's just a little boy that's crying for help inside but is not really crying because he's that much prideful. And he'd rather you try to nitpick and play mind games like he chooses to game and play guessing games and guess what the fuck he's thinking, guess what his whereabouts is, guess what his true intentions is. And that makes him feel superior in some type of way. He doesn't want people to figure him out. But guess what? I caught this motherfucker's bluff. And I see exactly what's going on. And his eyes must be wide motherfucking shut if he thinks that I am going to stick around with what I've learned thus far. If he thinks that his dick and his crumbs is going to hold me and him coming here, all the stuff that I've invested in, and all I get from this guy is dick and cuddling, Isn't there more to life than that? You're telling me that you give all your energy and your vibrant warmth persona to people who don't even mean well to you, to people who don't even care if you rise up in the morning or if you get rest at night, who don't care of your well-being, who don't make sure that they pray for you at night. You rather invest your energy and all your time and your jokes and your humor and your money in them. But when it comes to the person that actually means well for you, you want to give them crumbs and you want to say, oh, baby, let's just sleep and just cuddle because I'm tired. You're always tired. You're always going to be tired. But guess what? I ain't tired. I'm just getting started here. And I don't need you around me. So fuck from around me with the bullshit and with the lies and with the excuses. You don't need to say not a motherfucking lie or excuse to me. You could do as you please. You could go where you want because you've been doing that anyway. And you could continue being selfish, self-absorbed, and freaking egotistical, stubborn, and a narcissistic, okay? You continue going on a treadmill or whatever the fuck you call it and spinning on that motherfucker in circles until you vomit from your own doings and your own way of thinking and communicating, because it really sucks. And I don't have time for it if I didn't stress that for the billionth of time. Love is besides the point. And a lot of closed-minded people who just sees things from off the surface is going to say, wow, you're very mad. If you're so mad, then whatever. Yeah, I am mad. But there's a method to my madness. And I'm not just sitting here venting, trying to bring down somebody in the process. I'm speaking my truth. And this is what it is. And this is the brutal reality that although you could love somebody and want more for them and wish that you and them could be a certain type of way, sometimes the cards are just not dealt and set up like that. And I'm at the point in my life that I'm completely content with either or. If a miracle happened and this guy decided to make balance out of this relationship, I'm cool with that. If I so happen to be pregnant, I am cool with that. And for his own sake and for his own peace of mind and to give him any hope of any type of communication with me, he has to hope for a miracle for me to actually be pregnant, because otherwise he just lost a good one. He lost one. He lost a solid one, and now he's going to have to deal with the fact that once a good girl was gone bad, now she's gone forever. And you have to deal with the fact that you did me wrong forever. You won't forget this, because there's not another like me, and it's so unlikely, and this I know. And I sit in my power, and I'm going to continue to sit in my power and represent myself to my best capabilities and to freaking block, distance, or take note of who is treating me otherwise and who is not spreading the love, the passion, the concern, the abundance, the prosperity, the success, the laughter, the joy, the peace of mind that I seek. So even though this is more revolving, this video around my Leo that I've been dealing with for nearly 2 years, this applies to everybody. Everybody around me will either get trampled over if they refuse to get out of my way, because not everybody is going to make it over to the other side. And I am ecstatic that that is the case. I feel no way for the people that I cut out, because I know that if I cut you out, I cut you out my life for a significant purpose, regardless of the history. And I give thanks for my growth, and I give thanks for my confidence to know that regardless, I will be okay. I could go on with a list of things with this guy. Then there comes my watch. The watch that I took from my grandpa when he died, and he knows that that watch is from my passing grandpa that I really cherished and loved. And then silly me allows him to wear this watch, thinking he will bring it back to its home without me feeling the need to ask. And even though in the past I've asked, he has not responded, thinks he could go over it and carry on with his merry way. But you know what? That's the only thing he could keep from me. You're not keeping my heart. Keep the watch. I'll get another watch. I learned my valuable lesson, and it's my fault that I allowed something so precious and so sentimental to get out of my sight and to put it in the arms of somebody so childish and so immature and inconsiderate and just toxic. You need healing. You need some serious, deep-rooted healing. And I don't need any parts of you. I don't want no parts of him. Because at one point in my life, I wanted him to know and believe that as long as you're around me and as long as I am in your existence, you ain't ever going to need for nothing. But you know what? I need to put that energy to myself and to people who are in the same alignment as me and who mean me motherfucking well. There is no VIP. There is no longer no VIP section in my heart and in my world. If you ain't belong there, you don't belong there. And regardless of intention, if I don't feel for you and if I feel like you don't serve a purpose, then you are removed. There's no, oh my gosh, I know that this person, I get this feeling that this person is full of shit. But because I love you in my history, I'm going to keep you in the VIP section. Fuck a VIP section. I don't want you in my life. Not you, not them, not her, not him. Not anybody that doesn't serve me well and doesn't mean well for me. Like I often mean for people, and the gift and the radiant light that I share globally and universally to people, universally. You know what? I'm just going to stop. But when it's all said and done, there's multiple things, down to Uber rides. This man, anytime I see him, it's like I'm paying to be in a relationship. I'm paying to see somebody, like he's some celebrity or something, whether it's $5, $20, $15. Ever since I met this man, it's been me paying for him to come see me within an Uber. And not once did this guy give me back my money. Not once did he even acknowledge or say thank you for all the times that you have taken it upon yourself to pay for my Uber. Not once. Not once has he fed me. Not once has he asked if I'm hungry for him to bring me something. The man had the audacity to say to me once, he brought to my house a $5 meal and said, hey, at this restaurant, all of the smalls are $5, which would originally be for 10. So you're telling me you're going to a person's house, a girl's house that you claim you want and you love, and you didn't think to say, wow, it's a good deal that I could only get this for $5. Why don't I just get 2 for $10 and make sure that my girl eats? No, you can't do that because you're too selfish. You don't even think, oh, I should have did that. A hardworking man, and you can't even provide $5 to invest in your girlfriend for her to eat and to know that she would do the same and then some for you. So, as you can see, something just isn't adding up here. It's not adding up. And I'm not trying to fix it and make it add up when it just doesn't. No. I refuse. Playtime is over. The conclusion has been solidified. It is there. It is not moving. And it is what it is moving forward. He is no longer my concerned. It's too late. I gotta go to bed. It's ridiculous. But you get my point. Then on top of this, all this guy has the nerve, after he comes with so much freaking faults and baggage and confusion, he has a nerve to be moody. And one second want to be into you and the next second want to act like you don't exist or he could do better without. My nigga, you have me fucked up and I am not the one, not this time around, not this go round. You're not going to take me for a fool and for a joyride. I'm too experienced to be taken for a stroll with some run to rock and roll. Absolutely fucking not. I am not dealing with it. With this shiny ass Vicks on my peppermint ass, turtle ass, chocolate looking nose is not dealing with it. I am happy in my own life and I could do bad all by myself. Matter of fact, I could do great all by myself, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. Strive, evolve, and move past the naysayers, the critics, the cancer motherfucking cockroaches that want to stick around you and suck your energy dry and just depend on you for convenience, than anything that works in their favor. Absolutely not. I'm over it. And I just want to help anybody out there who's dealing with anybody who's treating them lesser than, tries to act superior than them, who feels like they have some entitlement above you, or whatever the situation or scenario may be. I need you to tell them that God is all knowing and God comes first. For me, God's my best friend now. I don't seek a best friend or a companion or somebody close too tight. I like to connect with people and I like to meet people and communicate with them on a profound level. But I don't seek a companion more than I seek a companion through God and my spirits and my guides. Though that's my boyfriend. That's my husband before anything, just like music is. So he can miss me with that dumb shit. He can miss me with that dumb shit. Diss me, then crawl back. Do whatever you want. As long as I'm no longer involved and invested, we're all good. I'm going to take my time and go to sleep right now because I know I'm going to regret this in the morning. I have work. I have to be up for 6:30 and it's 1:41 a.m. in the motherfucking morning. I said what I said and I wish myself, most importantly, the best of luck moving forward with all these fucking cockroaches that don't want to see you do well for yourself. And I want to leave it at that. It's done. It's over. Finito. Ciao.